Hello, Sammy.
Hey, Weibo, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Doing great. I'm happy finally we have our second session and we talk about AWS. And let me introduce myself a little bit. I'm Sammy Chung. I'm the cloud evangelist, and I'm also AWS ambassador, AWS community builder, and also AWS champion instructor. And I'm so honored to be able to chat with Weibo. Weibo, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, Hello, everyone. I'm also very happy to chat with Sam. I'm also a AWS community builder, a champion AWS authorized instructor, and maybe later also a Kubernetes, Linux Foundation instructor. Yeah, we would go here today to show you some interesting topic about AWS and how to like visualize some complex concepts by using some graphic, graphic or pictures.
Yeah, yeah. Let me, before we go to the next slide, say quickly. On AWS, we love to using some name, and sometimes we do not relate what those names is like. Boto, what the heck is Boto? Route 53, someone knows, someone do not know. But once you have the graph and see what those terms going to be used, will help you to understand the technology. And the best part, you can apply to use it for your business application. So let's start the first one. So, Weibo, go ahead.
Yeah, so for example, we all know that AWS SDK it supports multiple languages, and only one is special, which is the AWS SDK for Python. It has a special name, which is called Boto. So what is really about this Boto? So
Is it a
actually,
boat?
I
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
it's a dolphin.
Yes, look at these cute dolphins, and actually, Boto is a Portuguese name, and it was named after a freshwater dolphin that is in a certain river. Do you know which river it is?
I guess Amazon.
Yes, exactly, the Amazon River in the South America. So yeah, so you will find this kind of romantic of the developers, like the Amazon, the company, and the bottle, which is the dolphins that swim in the Amazon River.
Nice, nice. That's the one part I like the most is Python and using Boto, put everyone into the library. It's probably one of the most used library used by the developers. So cool.
Okay, so next one we will talk about the canary traffic shifting. Yeah, which is like when we do something like the blue green deployment. And when we want to transfer our traffic from the old version to the new version of our applications. And in this case, we'll put some part of the traffic into the canary part. But Sammy, do you know why it is called this canary?
Henry, is it talking about a can? Like soda can? Probably not. But I do want to say why we do the blue-green deployment. We want it to be safe. We move the production traffic to another environment. We do not want it go south, things crash. So where did it come from?
Actually, it is come from a interesting story, which is related to mining process. So they are in the old ancient times when the miners go into deep down in under the ground, and there are some poisonous gases like carbon monoxide. And
Mhm.
canary, which is a bird, a very cute bird, is sensitive to this kind of toxic gases, and it will alert the miners of danger.
Nice. Poor bird, but it saved our life. Okay, in production, application might not work, but if we can detect it quickly, do not deploy to the new environment and save your job. So that's good.
Yeah, but
Cool.
luckily with development of our new technology, today we do not need to use the cute birds in the mining industry.
Mhm.
And yeah, what about the strangling the monoliths? and I know that many of these companies are struggling in like transfer their monolith applications to their microservice applications. But what is this strangling means in these cases? Do you have some experience, Sammy?
Well, I do have experience. Enterprise, especially, they have big application. They do not know how to break it down because by break it down, you break the application. So that's one of the big struggle. And for new development, totally brand new greenfield is a lot easier. But yeah, well established how you tackle it. So why don't you show us how you tackle this issue?
And so, what is a strangler?
Strangler is something around a big tree, is that?
Yes, that's true. The strangler fig is kind of like phenomenon in the plant. It's a little bit weird, but you know that there will be a plant that will called strangler, which will suck up the nutrition from its victim, which is another tree that. And this strangler will surround this tree and later replace it.
Yeah, the picture so is kind of scary, but in the real life, that's how you're going to break down the big tree into small chunks, and then finally able in our application is basically you can replace with microservices, so you can break down the monolithic.
Yeah, so it is doing step by step, just like putting the small part of the monolith to the microservices and do this work repeatedly until all the monolith applications transfer to the microservices.
Good.
The next topic, we will talk about the X-ray. X-ray will use the service graph to generate the visualization of a service map. And Sammy, do you know what is the colors that we see from this graph?
I think it's the utilization of the service. How much consumption? Am I right or totally wrong?
Yeah, it's kind of right. Maybe another guess.
Another guess is portion.
Portion, yeah. Actually, this kind of colors, like the red and yellow colors that we see here, are representing different types of errors, like the client errors and service errors. And it is kind of like a analogy of the medical treatment when we use the X-ray to detect some diseases in our body. Yeah.
Something like, out of norm, right?
Yes, exactly. So, for example, here we have showed a graph of the right lung segment, and in this part, it will represent that here is some problems. And in AWS X-ray, we also use this X-ray to find out where it has some problem and how we can do some something like the performance optimization and how we debug this kind of problem or errors.
Good. So let me rephrase it. So X-ray is not only tracking it, it also gives you a forewarning. Something doesn't sound right. Take a look.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
The next topic is about the elastic beanstalk. And Sami, do you have some experience related to this part?
I personally haven't worked on the project using Beanstalk myself, but I know that the sales pitch is easy to do. Just write the code. The rest, AWS handles it.
So it's pretty brilliant because it will save a lot of effort for our developers because we will only need to upload our code to AWS and everything are managed by AWS. And so it is kind of like a beanstalk in real. So actually the elastic beanstalk is come from a fairy tale, Jack and the Beanstalk. And you see that there is a very long, very tall tree, and which means that everything are managed by AWS, and our applications are actually located at the top level of this tree, and this is just our code. And so in this case, we can deploy our applications just like the beautiful, just like this beautiful and nice fairy tale.
Nice. I can see reach to the cloud. So you do not need to know how the cloud works. You can just have using Beanstalk and reach the cloud, just like how to using Beanstalk to reach AWS cloud. This is nice. And like you say, it's easy. People just write the application code. The rest of management is handled by AWS.
Exactly. And the next topic, we will talk about the Route 53. And we know that the Route 53 is a DNS service that can connect the internet traffic to appropriate service hosting the requested web applications. So, Sammy, do you know why this is called the 53, but not some other numbers?
Yeah, there's many stories, but the one I know probably is the answer. It happened to be the port 53. So maybe it's very creative or not creative, just reuse the port number.
Exactly, that's the port 53. Maybe from Linux, if you are from Linux background, the port 53 is a DNS port that can be used for communication between a DNS client and servers.
Nice. So the DNS Route 53, the DNS service, basically we map the name to the IP or equivalent so that you don't have to memorize all those random number, which is very good. Just like I honestly, I don't know about you these days. I don't remember people's phone number. I just using the name, then you look up the number. Same thing for Route 53, which make internet more usable. And I myself have been worked on the environment, on the on-premise environment. Not everything, many things is driven by IP, which is very painful when you move to like, for example, go to AWS because you have IP conflict. But if you are going to do it by name, then you don't have to worry about remapping the IP. You still have to figure out the range, but just say a service to make your transition to cloud a lot easier.
Yeah. Thanks for the use cases that Sammy just explained, and we will come back to the last demos that we want to show you, which is AWS Shield and Guide Duty. And you see that, from the name we can already know that it looks like a real sheet and guide. And AWS Shield is a DDoS protection service, and the Guide is a threat detection services.
I do find a typo. You can fix it quickly without a C. AWS on the top.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's maybe because
no worries. We're going to have
I'm always writing the German words. So
I can tell. I can tell.
Good point.
That's one thing. Yeah, thank you, Weibao. So the shield, we all know that is going to protect when in the old days, we all know that when the enemy firing all those arrows, don't underestimate a single arrow can kill you. But the shield can block it. And also this is a metal shield. So if they're going to fire arrows with fire, you actually don't worry about it. You're going to block it. Same thing, AWS Shield will be able to work with like web application firewall. There's a lot of services. And the best part of it is basically the shield itself is come with AWS no charge, but you can get an advanced level. Same thing for guard duty. We want someone to be on guard. You do not want to have a gigantic palace, no one. And AWS provide guard duty for free, basically provide protection for your cloud environment. Now, the point why we have those services and we mention all those is like, now you remember the picture, we have remembered the story. So we will be able to easily memorize all those use case or those products. And we're going to have more. Why don't you, Weibo, tell the audience what we're going to talk next time?
Next time we will talk about the Kubernetes services, and we will use the similar method to visualize the architecture of the Kubernetes cluster, which is I think necessary for everyone to understand. And so we will use a very easy way to help you to understand it. And this video will be called the Kubernetes Easy Way.
The easy way, we like that. So that's what we're going to cover this short video. we're going to produce more video. And remember, if you haven't joined AWS Community Builder, try to apply for it. There's lots of benefit and quick story recap. I know way about a year ago, just from one Slack comment, basically say, hey, anyone know how to be an instructor? I say, hey, I have been right there. I can help. And now we become good friends and both become champion instructor. And our passion is going to make you learn cloud easier, faster, and enjoyable journey.
Yeah. Yeah, the cloud community, AWS Cloud Community Builder is really a very nice community that you can know the cloud enthusiastics peoples with each other, and also you can learn from each other and make find out more interesting topics like what we have prepared for you, like today's sessions. Okay, and we will see you in the next session. And
next episode.
Remember to subscribe to us and see you next time. Bye.
All right. Bye.